Hello and welcome to the 44th episode of the Denver Homes Market Report. This is Ricky Schoonover of Mode Denver Real Estate. Well, if you tuned in last week, how are things going this past week for you and when it comes to real estate conversations? Have you experienced the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon or frequency illusion? How many times this past week did somewhere in your day-to-day conversations did the subject of real estate, either buying or selling homes, come into the mix? Trust me, those conversations will increase tenfold as you get serious about buying or selling your next home. Okay, well, this week, if you're a listener, of course, you already know what this week is. First off, it's trivia week. Yes. You, as my listeners, have a chance to win money. And I liked what we did last month. $500. Yes, $500. And you get to tell me which local businesses you wish to support. I will give you 5 $100 gift cards. Good for up to 5 different local businesses. Now there is some fine print. First, you need to be the 10th person to text me the correct answer. There is no obligation to buy or sell anything to play along. You do need to include in your text your full name, your email address, and the correct answer, January 2020 or 2021. Here's the kicker. If you listen to today's podcast, you will know the answer. It's the easiest trivia in the world. Did we sell more homes in January 2020 or January 2021? Which month did we connect more buyers and more sellers to form a contract and then execute that contract and make it to the closing table successfully? So I will spend today jumping in my MLS time machine. I'm going to head back to January 2020. I'm going to analyze all the deals we closed for that month. I'll then jump back into 2021 and we'll do a side-by-side comparison. So which do you think was stronger, 2020 or 2021? You're just going to have to stay tuned as I run the numbers for you here today. Before we get into the numbers, I have something else on my mind that I want to bring up, and it's continuing of beating the drum for inventory. There are not very many homes on the market right now. There are buyers lined up in my pipeline who are willing and able buyers and just need something to buy that fits their needs. One in particular, Castle Pines. If you own a home somewhere in the low $500,000 range, not backing the main road there, if you're in Castle Pines and you have a home you're thinking of selling, call me. Let's see if we can list your home for sale sooner than later. Then I have another area. Next area I need to find the right home is in Lakewood area. Somewhere along the Wadsworth and maybe further west into the Front Range. I'm talking all the way from Arvada, all the way down to Morrison, and even out towards Littleton, some of those areas. This is a cash buyer. And the price isn't quite as important as the property needs to be unique. Under $700,000, they don't want a cookie cutter home. If every third or fourth house in the area or on the block are pretty much the same floor plan with maybe a flipped right or left or maybe different paints, that's not the house. But we have seen some unique early 1970s homes that have really hit the spot. But we either didn't win the contract or the backyard was not quite private enough or there was road noise too close by. So unique floor plan, lots of natural light, open beams, a nice tastefully maintained big sunroom, not near the main road, and a private backyard under $700,000. If this is you, give me a call. Okay. Those are 2 pretty specific needs as far as where I have able, ready, and willing buyers. Those are just 2 examples. I have a growing list of interested buyers. So whatever home you are thinking of selling, give me a call, 720-688-5110. Let's discuss your situation. Let's see if we can get your home to market. The interest rates are at historic lows, the inventory is low, and there's high demand, making this an incredible time for sellers to make a move. Here's a statistic that will blow your mind. Last year, we were already saying that the inventory was low. Guess how many active homes for sale were in the MLS for the month of January 2020? About 23,000. And that was considered low inventory. I just checked our counts for January 2021, and we only have about 9,600 active homes for sale during January of 2021. That's well under 50% of the homes we had for buyers to choose from this year to the same month last year. That puts tremendous pressure on those who want to buy a home. They need to compete with multiple offers. This results in at or above asking prices, appraisal gaps, not too much by means of inspection objections. It's just a seller's dream, and likely you'll have multiple buyers trying to buy the same home. I know all that sounds dire for you home buyers, but do not despair. If you're a buyer, all this really means is now, as much as ever, you need a professional guiding you through the process and knowing exactly what is going on in the market and how to compete. The last thing you as a buyer needs right now is to hire someone who is not in the thick of it every single day. You'll lose to competing offers over and over until you and your broker are brought up to speed on exactly where the market is at this moment. You need a broker who can listen to you, listen to your needs, and then align your expectation with what's available in the current market. I have another piece specifically for you buyers out there. I want to make sure you're aware of this. Long before you think you are ready to buy, get a realtor in your corner and working for you. Why is that? Why should you hire a realtor even if you're not planning on buying a home for another year or even longer? Many people do not realize this. 99.9% of the time, you as the buyer do not pay a dime to your realtor. The buyer's broker gets paid the same, whether they show you 100 homes over the next 6 months or a year, or they just show you one home and you buy that particular home. As long as they eventually find you success in buying your home, they get paid the same. If you end up not buying a home for any reason, you still don't pay a dime. The commissions are paid to the buyer's representative by the listing broker. The system is set up so the seller pays a commission to their listing broker. In Denver, that's typically 6%, but everything is negotiable and every deal is different. But then the firm that lists the property in the MLS agrees upfront to share a portion of that commission with the broker who brings the buyer to the closing table. So it doesn't matter if you call me today and we don't end up buying a home for a year or even more from now, or if you call me, you're standing on the steps of your dream home, we close in 30 days from now, or if you don't end up buying a home at all, the cost to you as the buyer is the same, nothing. So it only benefits you to choose the professional you want to work with. Get them to agree to enter a buyer agreement with you. This way, all parties involved are clear on who is working for who. The buyer agreement specifically spells out what my duties to you as my fiduciary are. It also spells out how my brokerage will be paid if I successfully help you buy a home. Speaking of your buyer agreement, it's actually called the exclusive right to buy listing contract. I know it's a big, long, scary name, but when you are considering hiring a realtor, you should be asking for it. I want to direct you to section 7.3. This is where you find out if your broker will be willing to negotiate their commissions from the seller, or if they expect you to pay if the seller is not offering a commission. One thing we do here at Mode Real Estate differently is we do not mark the box that would otherwise obligate you as the buyer to pay the commissions. We will always negotiate our commissions from the seller or the listing brokerage. You as the buyer are not obligated to pay if the seller is not offering a commission. There are 3 options in this section. 7.33 states listing brokerage or seller will pay, not you as the buyer. So make sure you're asking for your exclusive right to buy listing contract right up front. Then read it carefully. There are multiple sections within section number 7 on how your broker may be compensated, and 7.3.3 is the only box you want checked. Sellers, you also want to choose your broker long before you are actually ready to list your home for sale. The sooner you get me involved, the sooner I can help you get your home in alignment with the market to maximize your bottom line. It doesn't matter if we work on getting you and your home ready for a very short period of time, or if we end up doing some work to your home and it takes a few months or more. The commissions are the same. It doesn't cost you any additional money to get my 18 years of experience working for you and helping you get ready for market. I have been known to help with all sorts of projects. I have a construction background. My father was a craftsman cabinet maker. I worked in the same shop as him for 8 years prior to joining the Navy. I also have contractors, window cleaners, painters, plumbers, electricians, house cleaners. I can help you with those pesky projects, get them done, get your home listed, and get you sold. In fact, right now, as I'm speaking on this podcast, I have my team working on a downtown loft, which has been in work for years by the homeowner and was just never completed. My client needed help getting this loft to the finish line. We are getting it done, and I will get it listed as soon as we get it finished. Okay, I'm going to jump off this soapbox. Get your realtor involved early. It doesn't cost you any more money, and in fact, you'll likely save time and money doing so. Give me a call anytime. 720-688-5110. Okay, let's play some trivia. $500 on the line. You just need to be the 10th person to text me, send me your full name, your email, and the answer to today's trivia. Which month did we sell more homes? January 2020 or January 2021? Drum roll, please. And January 2020, based on the local MLS, we sold 5,732 homes. And for January 2021, we sold just 5,448 homes. So last year, we put together 284 more deals. The answer is 2020. January 2020, we connected more buyers and sellers together. I'm guessing part of this is due to last year we had 23,000 homes available to sell, whereas this year we only had 9,600 homes available. So give me a call. Let's get your home on the market. 720-688-5110. Text me your answer. Be the 10th person to do so and win $500. Your full name, your email, and the answer, which is 2020. Once again, 720-688-5110. All right, this is going to close out this week's podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening as much as I enjoyed producing it. This is, once again, Ricky Schoonover of Mode Denver Real Estate, and you are listening to the Denver Homes Market Report. I put this podcast out every Thursday before 5 o'clock. At least that's the goal. In the meantime, also visit my website, www.denverhomesmarket.com. Have a great week, everybody. Stay safe out there, and I hope you tune in next Thursday.